Yes. All right. I am Coach Angie, and I have with me Chef Eric, and we're going to actually do a video together. I am a health coach, and I'm a nutritionist and personal trainer. I'm also training for a bikini competition. So I eat tons and tons of veggies, but I have two kiddos, I have a husband. And one thing that I struggle with in the evening is dinner time because it's crazy. Kids are hungry, they're running all over the place. I'm hungry and I'm trying to get something on the table quickly. So, Chef Eric is going to take us through how to prep a simple side dish in just a little bit of time with just a few ingredients. So, before we get started, though, I want Chef Eric to tell us a little bit about what he does, your business, how you got into it, and just a little bit about your story.
Well, my name is Chef Eric Tisno, of course. Um, Thank you for having me on your show. I have been a chef for, oh my goodness, I want to say 10 years now and stuff. Um, I've been doing my own business, an in-home private chef service, and catering on the side, and also been making my own seasonings since 2005.
Mhm.
And started actually selling it to families and friends, and then it got popular and blew up a little bigger than what I thought it was, so I would just kept it rolling. um Man, went to culinary school and everything on the North Institute in Houston. um got my degree there and stuff for culinary, and went to a couple of restaurants in Houston to work for and stuff and everything, and but kept my own business going, and it actually been going pretty well. So yeah, we've been going with it. Got the wife and my three kids. They all cook and everything and stuff, and we had a cooking show a while back. It's similar to exactly what you're talking about. Quick eating, cooking, so you can eat fast and everything. You know, got a busy day that we all do. Kids gotta and all that. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
about it.
All right. Well, thank you for being open to do this with me. I know we kind of had a little briefing. I don't know, I already had a spoon before we got started, and I already learned something new. So I'll tell you, with prepping, I do have a background in nutrition, and cooking is actually a part of the curriculum, but of course, it's not culinary school.
Right.
Um, so one thing that I've been exploring, especially as I'm preparing for a competition, is low sodium or no sodium cooking. So how do I flavor my food so that it's not just plain rice, plain turkey, and plain vegetables? Because that
Right.
real fast, right? Especially if you're prepping for a contest. Typically, most people start their prep 12 weeks out from their show, but a lot of times people have back-to-back shows. It's a season, and so most people just adopt this lifestyle, of healthier eating. It's just a part of living. So
Right. Right.
and a lot of the people that I have in my fitness group are moms, and they're like, I'm not really sure how to season my food. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing either. I just kind of play with it. And if it tastes good, great. If my family says, hey, this was really good, then I try to take a mental note and do that thing again. So you told me to pull out a couple of things because we have Brussels sprouts. So this is what we're doing. And I never do Brussels sprouts well. I love them, but for whatever reason, when people say, hey, you just got to roast them and da 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 da, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But we're going to put them in the skillet today. But we have Brussels sprouts, and we have some garlic. And you told me to get some lemon juice.
Right.
I have the triple, this is one of your seasonings, the triple O seasoning. Tell us a little bit about this particular seasoning. What's in it?
So, so the triple O is basically like an onion powder. It
Okay.
comes from the three elements of the onion family. Basically your white onions, your leeks and your green onions, and it gives it a better, smoother flavor than just regular onion powder of white powder that they normally have in stores and stuff like that.
Okay.
So when it goes more into your greens, leafy type of vegetables, especially with the Brussels sprout that we're doing,
Okay.
it's great on that. It's not so harsh where you're really just tasting more of the onion flavor. It's a
Okay.
more smoother flavor. So yeah, that's an A plus for that one.
Great. That's good to know. I didn't even realize that, you combining the different types of onions. And so you're saying like things like Brussels sprouts, any kind of green vegetable, broccoli, green beans, collard greens, any kind of greens, right? Would be
Yeah, any type of greens will go perfect with that one there. Other ones will go good with it too, depending on how you're cooking the vegetables. But your greenery is definitely a plus when it comes to that one.
okay, good. And then we also pulled out, I think I haven't had this one very long, but I'm halfway through with it, is the all-purpose seasoning. So what's in this?
So the all-purpose seasoning there, you have a little bit of the spice up in there. What was that? Cayenne pepper, a little bit, just to have a little kick, but not too much.
Yes,
Um,
yeah.
you're dealing with bell pepper powder, basically. Um, excuse me. And you're also having what else I put up in there? Oh my goodness, that one there was like one of my phenomenal ones there, man. It had a little bit of black pepper in it and stuff, a
Okay.
little bit of going into your garlic and stuff.
Okay.
And a little bit of that garlic is basically from the extreme garlic supreme that I had came up with and stuff with that, with a couple more spices in it. But it's a more, I say it's a more mellow than what I normally know as all-purpose seasoning that's in the store and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Of course, none of my seasonings have no salt in it, so that's what make it better. So you can be able to control the salt in your everyday cooking.
Right.
So that all-purpose right there is one of my favorites, and
Okay.
that one is one of the first ones that I actually did that a lot of people was just really going for.
Okay. Good. And then we have just some basic black pepper, and then I have some nonstick cooking spray. So I'm gonna have you tell me what to do. Let's just go from the top. I'm assuming I start with the spray.
Yes, yes. So you're making sure that you got a nice good heat on your pan.
Yes. And this burner is basically, well, it's a kind of a hot burner, so I really keep it between low and medium.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's really, really hot. All right. And then,
So, uh-huh. So the garlic, basically, you want to put in first before your actual seasonings.
mhm,
Anything that you have, like the garlic and
mhm.
what else we had? Um,
Lemon juice.
the lemon juice we're gonna do last. We'll put a splash of that last on there. But yeah, the garlic you can go ahead and put in there now and stuff.
About how much?
Depend on how much Brussels sprouts you have. You're really looking at like a tablespoon, or if you let's see.
I mean, I had a whole
If
bag.
it's whole, like you have them, then
Yeah.
do like a tablespoon. If it's like cut in half, then just a teaspoon.
Okay, so I'll do a tablespoon. I kind of eyeballed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now we can go ahead and throw our Brussels sprouts up in there.
Okay.
And so by being whole Brussels sprouts, we're cooking it just a little bit longer than it would it be if it was
Mhm.
cut in half and stuff.
Right.
So you're just giving that a good toss, making sure all of it gets in that garlic real good.
Okay.
At this moment, you're letting that garlic flavor get up in there very well. Once that start going real well, you'll go ahead and start adding a little bit of your seasonings. You can
Okay.
start off with the black pepper first.
Okay. So why the black pepper first?
Well, the black pepper, you wanted to go ahead and get basically get cooking that it soaks in your vegetables, especially like your Brussels sprout. So that can how can I say it? Just basically it cooks well and gets in there real good and stuff and sticks very well, especially when you have the garlic um that's already up in there and stuff. It goes well and stuff. When it goes to most of your other seasonings, like we have your triple O especially, you kind of want to do that towards the end where you can get that better flavor, because by it's being cooked and stuff, it's kind of taking away some of the flavor a little bit, as you can say. So
Okay.
um, when you go to your hard seasonings, you can put that in first, and then you go to your softer seasonings, you put that in towards the end.
Chef,
Yeah.
you're technical on me. So what is hard? What's a hard seasoning? What's
So
a
hard is mostly like, let's say for your garlic,
okay.
could be overpowering. Your if you have regular onion instead of the triple O, that'll
Okay.
be a little bit more your hard spices like the chili powder, of course. What else we have? Stuff like that is what you want to kind of cook first, because that'll soak in the vegetables and everything, and that'll mix very well together. And then your lighter seasonings, um, oh my goodness gracious, I had a brain fart for a second. That's safe is the triple O, of course. Anything that's lighter, even when it comes to your herbs, you can go to herbs and stuff. You want to do that last, because that the cooking part of it and stuff is what's um taking away the flavor of
Hmm.
your lower seasonings or your herbs, and you want that to be fresh, so you'll be able to catch that bite right at the time of getting ready to eat and serve it.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. So, and I think it's really, cool about adding the pepper early because it gives it a little bit of, like I would say, decoration.
And it does, yes, it does. And you got to think about it, when if let's say if you put the pepper in last,
Mhm.
that's a strong flavor that you're going to taste as soon you bite into that, you know, it's a Brussels sprout, let's say, because we're doing Brussels sprouts,
Mhm.
and it will overpower most of your other flavors of your seasonings.
Okay.
So in your herbs. So you want to be able to have a balance to it and stuff. So it's like that structure, a step by step, what to put in first and stuff to get to the final and everything. So you can be able to enjoy every bite of each flavor.
Right. Okay. So, what am I looking for here as far as knowing that my Brussels sprouts are like doing what they're supposed to be doing?
So for the Brussels sprouts, you're looking for texture, a little soft, um, around the I'm trying to say, you basically oh my goodness, I'm sorry. There, I gotta see it. Thank you. So the outer part of the leaves and everything, you want that to be soft, but yet you want a nice crunch at the middle and stuff. What you can do is like stick a toothpick in it, in one of them or two of them, and see how hard it is going towards the middle.
Okay.
And and if it's a little soft, but still got that little, hard crunch at the ending of it, of the inside, then it's pretty much well done and stuff. Um, Especially when you come in with vegetables that's already frozen,
Yeah.
they're already like basically pre-cooked anyway and stuff, so that helps it out more better, especially when you're in a rush of trying to get dinner together and stuff.
Right.
So that's one thing that I used to do when I first started messing with Brussels sprouts. I learned to get the toothpick to put in, poke it and see how well it is and stuff. Almost like the backwards of cornbread.
Hold on. I think I know where a toothpick is. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. All right. Well, I thought I had one. I don't know where one is right now.
That's okay. That's okay. You also can just grab one and just slice it in half and see if it's to the texture that you like, going all the way through.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's making me hungry. So now if it's to the taste that you like and stuff, now you can start adding your other seasonings in there, your triple O that we have and the all-purpose.
So how much is enough? Because I tend to be a little bit heavy-handed.
Me too.
Okay.
Normally if it's like let's say your harder vegetables, you want to do at least about almost a tablespoon, at least half a tablespoon. Um, Something that's like your green leaves, or let's say if you had sweet peas or green beans, something like that can be from a teaspoon, yeah, teaspoon to 1 tablespoon, just depending on the amount of vegetables that you have. So if it was like the triple O right there, a good um, tablespoon would be good for the Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
And if it was something like green leaf or so, then it could be like um, two teaspoons basically.
Well, I'm just kind of eyeballing a tablespoon. I kind of have a general idea,
Right.
which is pretty. That's a lot, actually.
And it seemed like it is, but once again, it depends on the vegetable. It's a more harder vegetable, so you want to kind of let that soak in, get that good taste to it.
Hmm.
Um, but it just depends on exactly how much you have of vegetables that you're cooking and the texture of them and stuff.
Okay. And then what about the all-purpose?
So the all-purpose, you basically want really like a teaspoon of that. That's just something to get a nice little bite to it. Um, you don't want too much on that when it comes to your vegetables. Just enough, especially when you already have meat and your meat already has a good amount of seasoning. So you don't want something that's overpowering your vegetables. You still want to be able to taste your vegetables and um and not just taste all seasonings. So
Hmm. Okay. I haven't actually measured that one out this time. It looked great. I'm so excited. And then we also have some lemon juice.
so the lemon juice is right at the end. You can squeeze a little lemon juice on there. Basically, I like to put it in. You can put it right there and then toss it. Put it in a bowl right when it's time to serve. Excuse me, and just toss a little bit. At that time, that's when, if you do use salt, that's when you can use salt to taste on that one, just a pinch of salt, and that'll mix in very well with that lemon juice. And that's a perfect balance right there that you actually need. And with the seasonings that I have and stuff, um, you really too much don't need too much salt at all and stuff because it's so fresh and everything. And as long as you're using good stuff like the garlic that you use, the fresh garlic, your lemon juice, stuff like that, you really don't need too much salt in it and stuff because that already has your acid flavors and
Right.
stuff like that that'll get it going real good for you for your flavors.
So this is what we're cooking. I think that's like the best looking Brussels sprout I've made.
There it is. That's good right there. That's good.
So
And
good.
most people are scared to even cook Brussels sprouts, especially like that. They'll go straight to roasting and call it a day. So that's a very good way of doing your Brussels sprouts when you're not roasting. And it gives
Really
people an
good.
opportunity to to feel a little bit more comfortable to cook it.
Yes. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you have it, guys. That was super easy, super flavorful, no salt, no sugar, a lot of nutritional benefit. I mean, because you got the onion, and you're using a lot of fresh, like actual dried onions. You know, all of the stuff that you have in the 3cc, the all-purpose seasoning. You have your garlic, the Brussels sprouts, guys. Like you're getting so much nutritional value, and it's good. Super excited. This makes me so happy. I'm about to go eat my lunch. I know you're hungry. So thank you so much, Chef. We're going to be actually sharing this recipe. So we'll type it up and all that good stuff. And hopefully this is not the last time we do this.
No, no. Anytime you want to do a video, we can do a video and we can start cooking and getting it rock and rolling and going so the people can be able to eat more healthier and feel more comfortable at cooking.
Amen, brother. Have a blessed day and
You
peace.
too.
Bye.
Bye.